What's up, YouTube? I'm Tamil, aka T on LSD, but I'm not on LSD. And in today's video, I know y'all already know because y'all read the title and clicked on the video. We're gonna be talking about the time that I almost got arrested in the middle of the ocean. Now, in the ocean, I mean the Gulf of Mexico, but W clickbait title. Anyways, enough yapping because I was finna yap. We're gonna go ahead and get straight into the story. We're gonna make this kind of quick, and yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and fuck with your boy and skip. Okay, so this happened when I went on a cruise about February 2025. I went on a cruise for Sue's birthday. If y'all know Sue,
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Did I ever say Alexa? My nigga, I'm keeping it in the video. Anyways, I went on a cruise with Sue for her birthday, right? We went to Jamaica, went to Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and we went to the Grand Cayman Islands. This happened right before we got to Jamaica. This was like the second day of the cruise. On the third day, you pour in Jamaica. The fourth day, you pour in the Grand Cayman. You head out, you make it back on the fifth day. Boom. So, let me give y'all some context because I feel like this was a curse. The cruise that we took to go to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands was Carnival Sunrise. For those uninformed, Carnival Sunrise is also named the Poop Cruise. It's named the Poop Cruise because a long time ago, not really a long time, but a long time ago, that cruise had an unfortunate incident in the middle of the ocean. The power went out, the plumbing went out. Everybody was shitting. It's called the Poop Cruise. It smelled like shit, right? This is the boat that I took. Before, I did not know that we were going to be taking this boat. I had no previous knowledge about the Poop Cruise, you know. But I only watched the Poop Cruise documentary on Netflix after the cruise. You feel what I'm saying? Enough about the Poop Cruise. When we went on this boat, I'm going to be honest, I personally did not sneak any substances on the boat, you know. But somebody that I went with did indeed sneak the substances on the boat, you know. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Until recently, I did not go a single day without smoking for 4 years straight. Until recently. In my previous couple videos, I'll mention that I'm on a tea break currently. That did end. Yeah, it ended. But regardless, I was blowing down every day on the cruise. Niggas got faded all the time. I genuinely cannot eat without the fade. So the whole point of being on a cruise, unlimited food, I can't do it if I'm finished eating after the first thing, you know. But I'm not gluttonous, so it really doesn't matter. But into the story. On the second day of the Poop Cruise, wake up that morning. Let me just give y'all a little day recap. Wake up, chill. Go outside. Because me and Sue, we had our own room. Go outside, go down the hall. Our person with the substances was down the hall. Go to their room. They had a balcony room. Go to their room, roll up, you know, smoke off the balcony, you know. Drink a little bit of alk, you know, just doing some things, you know. And the day is just going by perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong, no signs of anything that might happen crazy or anything like that, right? So the day goes on a little bit further, enjoying our time, you know, doing what you do, doing cruise things, you know, eating, chilling, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna say probably around maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, the Carnival team suddenly decides that they want to walk a dog around the boat and check for drugs. Why they decided to do that, I have no fucking clue. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all what we had on the boat, because I'm not on the boat anymore and I'm never riding Carnival ever again. So we had a half of flour, right? We had like 15 gummies, you know. To me, the gummies weren't anything. I ate one and I didn't eat no more gummies the whole time. There was no point in eating them, and it was kind of gross. Edibles stopped working a long time ago. After the edibles, what else was snuck on? The alk and some magic. If you know what I mean by magic, you know what I mean by magic. We had some magic on the cruise as well. So when they started bringing these dogs around, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we also had a Benjamin, you know. So they started bringing the dogs around, and when they were bringing the dogs around, they would have the dogs basically just sniff the door of every room. You know, if the dog alerts, they search the room. If the dog doesn't alert, they don't search the room. I was kind of under the impression that they cannot go through the safe, you know, and I also wasn't expecting a fucking dog to come around. Like, who has a canine on the cruise ship? The fuck? So me and Sue are chilling in our room at the time. Like, we ain't doing shit, you know. We just got a movie on the TV, literally just chilling, just relaxing before we go back out for the night, you know, because we on the cruise, we might as well just pop out and all this shit. But that cruise was kind of lame, to be honest. They ain't had no night activities, and everything was basically down at 11 o'clock, and it was kind of shitty, you know. It felt like the old people cruise for real, but it was hella old people on that cruise. So further on, it's like 6 o'clock, 6, 7. The dog comes around. We hear the security like coming through the fucking hallway. We were on the 7th floor. My favorite number is 7, by the way. We hear the security coming through the hallway, right? Of course, you know, you're gonna hear the keys jangling, you're gonna hear the walkie-talkie going off, and then like it's Rainbow Six Siege, bitch, I'm using my ears, hear my sound cues, you know, and I didn't think that they would come for our room, you feel me? Even though we were hidden pin in the room, you would think they would get the person with the actual stuff that we were smoking, the room that we were smoking in, but they didn't even alert that room. So the dog alerts our room, right? And when the dog alerted our room, they were knocking on the door like, is anybody in here? Is anybody in here? Is anybody in here? Me and Sue, my heart drops to my fucking ass low key, because I'm like, why are they at our room trying to get in our room? You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, I was low-key terrified. Like, I'm like, because I don't know, I didn't know if cruise jail was a thing. I'm like, is the fucking helicopter gonna come to get me for trafficking drugs? You feel me? Like, what's going on? You feel me? So eventually, ain't no more stalling, bro. You just gotta open the door. Real shit. Okay. Ain't no more stalling, bro. You just gotta open the door. Real shit. So I go to the door. I open up the door, and there's like 3 or 4 people just standing right there with the most adorable canine dog I've ever seen in my life. It was like a big ass German Shepherd. That nigga looked like if he got his arms up, he would be as tall as me, and I'm 6'2". And I was like, damn, I kind of want to pet little bro, but this nigga did snitch on me for real. So in the room, I'm gonna give y'all a spoiler. In the room at the time, we didn't have anything except for our portion of the shrooms and the pen, right? So the dog alerts our room. We open up the door. The security lady, what did she say? She was like, have y'all been smoking in here? What's in the room? Basically, and we gotta search it, you know. And I'm like, shit, we ain't got shit in here, you know. Y'all can go ahead and search that bit. Me not thinking they gonna go through the safe. You know, I'm not thinking that they're gonna go through the safe. So me and Sue are standing outside. There's like 2 security people right here. The girl with the dog is in there. Bro, the dog alerts my fucking bag. Like, the dog literally puts his whole nose in my bag and like basically just start playing with my shit. And you know when the canine alerts something, they gonna go through that bitch. Now what they didn't know is this bag has been through hundreds of hot boxes, my nigga. This bag has been basically infused with the scent of marijuana. It's gonna alert no matter what. I low-key thought my bag was gonna throw him off the trail. It did not. That motherfucking dog got a hound nose on beat. I'm not a BD, but that motherfucking dog got a nose for real. So while the dog is going through my bag, I'm like, ain't shit in my bag, nigga. The fuck? Ain't shit in that bag, nigga. I'm good. You hear the dog did alert it. You can dump out all the contents. Ain't nothing in there. So when the dog is coming back out through the room, because at first we thought it was clear, you know, there was like, y'all sure y'all don't got anything in the room? We like, yeah, ain't nothing in the room. You know what I'm saying? Deny. Dog alerts the fucking safe. Didn't know that they had a master key to every safe in the fucking, like, basically in the whole cruise. They got a key to every safe in the whole cruise. If you think they can't get in that bitch, they will get in that bitch immediately. So when we're like back in the room, the Asian guy, this nigga goes to the safe, opens it up. The first thing he pulls out is the shrooms. This nigga comes over there to me, like where me and Sur at, and he's like, what's this? Looking at it, like I'm low key stun locked, because I'm like, you know, what you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to confess? Like, I'm not gonna say what that is. I don't even know what that is. Maybe somebody from another cruise left that in that safe, you know? I don't know what this is. So he's like, what's this? Like, he has the bag in his hand. He's like, what's this? And I'm like, shit, I don't know, you know. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. And basically, they confiscated, you know. And when they found the shrooms in the pen was both in the safe, but he only took the shrooms out. I think he seen that bag and got like tunnel visioned or some shit, and he didn't continue looking through the safe because the pen was right behind that bitch, low key, like in the back, tucked off, like, but it was sideways though, so it was kind of like blending in with the bottom of the safe, but like not for real. Like, you would have seen it, but you got distracted by the shrooms. You feel me? So they took the shrooms, right? This was the first incident. I will also tell y'all about the second incident. Okay. After this, I was low-key like, I couldn't really enjoy the cruise all too much anymore because they took the shrooms. Like, we were gonna do the shrooms on the third day, you know. We were gonna go to Jamaica on Magic, you know. That was gonna be so fun. And Jamaica was still fun. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Jamaican weed is Reggie, bro. American weed is way better. And I know that we have like all types of ways of growing it, you know, indoor with like chemicals and pesticides and but American weed is better, bro. I'm gonna be real. And they overcharging out the ass for what they got. To about $20 a gram. I'm asking where the real ganja man. You know what I'm saying? They tell me you gotta go way deep for that motherfucker. And I'm like, I only got basically like 6 hours out this bitch. Cause on the cruise, when you're on the cruise, this is why cruising kind of fucking sucks. Like, the cruise experience is really the boat. When you go to the destination, it just feels like you're a tourist, like, for real. And I don't necessarily want to be a tourist. I want to just like, I want to experience the island for real, like for real. So I do want to go back, but I want to get like a B&B or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But Jamaica was fun. Fast forward to the next, no, this was the same fucking day, dead ass. Like, the second day they popped us for the shrooms. The third day, because after that we still kept hitting the pen in the room, like, we don't give a shit, you know. We blowing that fucking bathroom down. Oh god. So they run the rounds again, bro. Mind you, this time I watched what they did after. My nigga, they run the rounds again. This fucking dog, same dog, I recognize the pattern. This same fucking dog alerts our room again. And these niggas knocking on the door again. They're like, do y'all have anything in the room? We're like, no. You like, have y'all been smoking in the room? Smoking like a vape or a pen or anything like that? And we're like, no, bro, we aren't doing anything like that. The whole time pen is dead as in my pocket, bro. But they don't search my body. And I low-key wanted to bring back some Zara from Jamaica, but, you know, I'm kind of glad I didn't do that, because they were going to go through and search my whole room again. They're probably going to take the Zara and say I'm drug trafficking. But, you know, that's why certain things don't break out. You feel me? So, this dog fucking alerts the room again. They go through and research the room. Nothing. The dog alerts my bag again. Nothing in the bag. My bag just smell like weed, bro. You got to leave it alone, gang. We're like, bro, are these niggas finally going to leave us alone? And then they did, you know. But this whole time, the first time they came through, I dead ass thought I was gonna get sent to like the basement floor and get put in cruise jail or some shit. Like, I didn't know what they had in store. Like, if you got drugs on a cruise, what do they do? You know, like, they bring a helicopter out there to pick you up, or do they call the U.S. Navy to come over there and get your ass, or like, what's happening here? But they don't do shit, you know. They just take your shit and you continue on on the cruise as usual, and I was low-key thinking that the second I touched down back in Miami that they was gonna fucking like arrest me for having shit on the cruise, but they did not, luckily, you know. And it was an overall great trip, except for the fact that my shrooms got took and they popped my room. And I think we're gonna end this video here. If y'all want a full story time on Jamaica, I would love to give that to y'all. Gonna hit 5 likes on this video. I'll drop that story time, maybe 5, 10, 6, 7 likes, you know. And yeah, that was the time I almost got arrested at sea. Well, the time I thought I was gonna get arrested at sea. I'm not gonna say that for the title though. I'm Tamil, aka T on LSD, and I'm gonna see y'all niggas in the next one. Deuce.